I didn't know how I would make it through. The nights were long, the weight was real. Every prayer felt stuck inside my chest. Every step was harder than the last. I was tired of being strong, tired of pretending I was fine. I had nothing left to give, just whispered your name in the dark. When my faith was barely breathing, when my heart was worn and weak, you were closer than my doubts, you were holding on to me. God, you were with me in my lowest moment. When I couldn't stand, you stayed. When I was sure I'd been forgotten, you called my name. I wasn't strong, I wasn't fearless, I was broken, I was worn, but you were with me in my lowest moment, and I'm not alone anymore. I thought silence meant you left, but you were working quietly. In every tear I couldn't hide, you were shaping something deep. You didn't rush my healing, you didn't shame my pain. You sat with me in the waiting, and you never walked away. When my prayers were just surrender, when my words were hard to find, you heard every unspoken cry. You were patient, you were kind. God, you were with me in my lowest moment. When I couldn't stand, you stayed. When I was sure I'd been forgotten, you called my name. I wasn't strong, I wasn't fearless, I was broken, I was worn, but you were with me in my lowest moment, and I'm not alone anymore. Even here, you are near. Even now, you are God. In my weakness, in my fear, you are faithful, you are enough. I didn't see it then, but I see it now. You were holding me together when I was falling down. God, you were with me in my lowest moment. You never turned away. In the valley, in the silence, you remained. I wasn't strong, I wasn't fearless, but I was still yours. You were with me in my lowest moment. You're with me forevermore. So I rest my heart in you, I give you all the weight. If you were with me in my lowest moment, you'll be with me every day. I had words but none would rise, just a weight I couldn't name. Every thought was circling, every breath felt wrapped in pain. I tried to find the right way, tried to say the perfect thing, but all I had was silence and a heart too weak to speak. When my faith felt like a whisper, when my strength was almost gone, you were listening in tears said more than language. You leaned in. I didn't have the right words, I didn't have it figured out. But when I couldn't pray, you heard me, and you never turned away. I thought prayer meant having answers, having courage, having faith. But you met me in my weakness, and you stayed inside the ache. You didn't wait for eloquence, you didn't need me to be strong. You just held my heavy heart and reminded me I belong. When my hands were empty, when my hope fell thin, you were reading every longing written deep within. When I couldn't pray, you heard me. When my voice was given in, when my tears said more than language, you leaned in. I didn't have the right words, I didn't have it figured out. But when I couldn't pray, you heard me, and you never turned away. You hear the prayers I never say, you know the weight I hide. You count every broken breath, every tear I cry. You're not distant, you're not silent, you're closer than I know. Even in my wordless moments, you're holding my soul. When I couldn't pray, you heard me. When I couldn't find the way, you were present in the silence. You remained. I didn't have the right words, but I had all of you. When I couldn't pray, you heard me, and you carried me through. So I rest in what you know, I trust what I can't see. If you hear me when I can't pray, you will always hear me. I try to hold the pieces with hands already worn. Every step I took felt heavy, every hope felt torn. I told myself I'd be okay if I just pushed through. But strength was something I ran out of long before I knew. When I had nothing left to offer, no excuses I could keep, you weren't asking me for courage, you were drawing near to me. Grace found me at my weakest, love met me in my fear. When I thought I'd lost the battle, you were here. I didn't earn it, I couldn't reach it, I had nothing left to prove. Grace found me at my weakest and carried me through. I thought faith meant never breaking, never losing ground. But you met me in the shaking when my world didn't measure all my failures, you didn't count my scars. You just covered me with mercy and reminded me I'm yours. When my prayers were just surrender falling from my lips, you received every fragile word I couldn't fix. Grace found me at my weakest, love met me in my fear. When I thought I'd lost the battle, you were here. I didn't earn it, I couldn't reach it, I had nothing left to prove. Grace found me at my weakest and carried me through. You don't wait for me to be stronger, you don't ask me to pretend. You step into my broken places and you stay until the end. If I never feel enough, if I never feel secure, your grace will still be greater, your mercy will endure. Grace found me at my weakest when I couldn't stand. You held my heart together in your hands. I didn't earn it, I couldn't reach it, still you pulled me through. Grace found me at my weakest and I rest in you. So I lay my life before you. Every fear, every truth. If your grace found me at my weakest, I know it will carry me too. I didn't plan to end up here, in this place I never chose. Every step feels unfamiliar, every answer feels so slow. I thought I knew the way forward, but my faith feels tired and thin. Still you meet me in the silence, where the healing hasn't been. When the road is dark and narrow, when my courage feels gone, I can feel you walking with me, even when I'm unsure. Even here I'm not alone, even now you're holding me. In the doubt, in the waiting, you are closer than I breathe. Though my heart is barely standing, though I don't know where to go, even here in this moment, I'm not alone. Ooh, I've been strong for so long, I forgot how to rest, carrying what you never asked for, trying to give my best. But you don't ask me for answers, you don't need me to pretend. You just whisper peace around me and remind me who I am. When my prayers are just a sigh, when the words won't come, you hear everything I'm feeling and you stay, you stay. Even here I'm not alone, even now you're holding me. In the doubt, in the waiting, you are tomorrow, you are God today. You don't leave me in the shadows, you don't rush what's being grown. You are present in the process and not walking on my own. Even here I'm not alone, even now you're by my side. In the fear, in the breaking, your love doesn't pass me by. Though my heart is barely standing, still I place it in your hands. Even here, in this moment, I know where I stand. So I breathe you in again. I let go of what I fear. If you are with me, even here, I know I'm safe right here. I know I'm safe right here. I was trying to hold it together, but the cracks were hard to hide. Every smile felt like a cover, every breath felt like a fight. I kept saying I'm okay, but you knew my heart was tired. I was losing all my answers in the quiet of the night. When I ran out of reasons, when I ran out of strength, you didn't ask me for perfection, you just stayed. You stayed when I fell apart, when my world came undone, when I didn't recognize myself or trust who I'd become. I was weak, I was fragile, I had nothing to prove. You stayed when I fell apart, and you carried me through. I thought distance meant rejection, I thought silence meant goodbye, but you were closer than my breathing, even when I couldn't cry. You didn't rush my healing, you didn't turn away. You sat with me in the pieces, and you loved me through the pain. When my prayers were just tears falling to the floor, you heard every unspoken word, and you stayed some more. You stayed when I fell apart, when my world came undone, when I didn't recognize myself or trust who I'd become. I was weak, I was fragile, I had nothing to prove. You stayed when I fell apart, and you carried me through. Even now I see it clearer, even now I understand. You were holding all the pieces when I couldn't stand. I didn't have to be stronger, I didn't have to pretend. Your love was never fragile, it was steady to the end. You stayed when I fell apart, you never walked away. In my doubts and my weakness, you remained. I was weak, I was fragile, still you called me yours. all the fears I couldn't name. If you stayed when I fell apart, I know you'll never change. The house is quiet, the lights are low, my mind is louder than the room. Every worry finds its way back in the hours just before dawn. I stare at the ceiling, counting breaths, wondering how I got this tired, trying to carry tomorrow with a heart already worn. In the stillness, in the waiting, when the fear won't loosen tight, I can feel you drawing closer in the middle of the night. I am held in the middle of the night, when my thoughts won't slow me down, when the weight feels overwhelming and there's no one else around. I'm not strong, I'm not fearless, but I'm safe within your sight. I am held in the middle of the night. I thought faith meant sleeping easy, never feeling this afraid, but you meet me in the trembling, and you don't turn away. You don't ask me to be braver, you don't rush the rising sun. You just wrap me in your presence till the longest hours are done. When the silence feels so heavy, when the tears come without sound, you are closer than my heartbeat. You are here, you are now. I am held in the middle of the night, when my thoughts won't slow me down, when the weight feels overwhelming and there's no one else around. I'm not strong, I'm not fearless, but I'm safe within your sight. I am held in the middle of the night. Even if the dark feels endless, even if the morning's far, you are steady, you are constant, you are who you are. You don't sleep, you don't grow weary, you don't leave me on my own. While the world is fast asleep, you are watching over me. I am held in the middle of the night by a love that does not change. In the fear, in the breaking, you remain. I'm not strong, I'm not fearless, but I'm safe within your light. I am held in the middle of the night. So I breathe your peace again, I lay every worry down. If you're holding me tonight, I know I'll make it to the morning.